front squat. So let's start by talking about our feet position. This is going to be different for a lot of people. Don't get married to the feet under your feet directly under your hips, toes pointed directly forward. By now, if you have, or excuse me, let me backtrack. If you have not played around with your squat positioning, we want you to do that. That you're going to find a spot that's most comfortable for your knees and hips, where you can go through a greater range of motion and not have abnormal stress going through your knee or hip joints. So for me, my feet are a little bit wider than my hips, and a neutral hip position for me is my toes turn out. When we squat, we want to emphasize to not sit back onto your heels. You should not be able to wiggle your toes up and down when you squat. A good way to test that is in the standing position, nice and tall. You're going to slightly lean forward and you'll feel pressure build under the front half of your foot. That's a good starting position for you to descend from. So from here, the pressure is in the front half of my foot, but my heel is still grounded. I have equal pressure under my big toe, my pinky toe, and my heel. When I say pressure forward, a lot of people do that to where their heel pops off the ground. We still want your foot to stay grounded. You just have a tiny bit more pressure toward the front half of your foot. So then from here, you can just hinge at the knees and your body will follow. Now, positional bracing and breathing, you want to take a really deep breath, drive your elbows forward and shrug up slightly, and that really deep breath, and then bringing your elbows forward is going to put tension through your lats, which is going to create some stability in your thoracic spine, which is your upper mid-back. Hand positioning, we can do a cross grip or we can do a front rack position. The cross grip, be mindful that your hands are in the same position on the bar, or when you go to unrack it, you're going to be off balance. An easy way to do that is to use the knurling on the bar and your thumbs, to where you take your thumbs to the knurling or whatever your distance is going to be. So that way you're equal, but then take your thumb out so you're not smashing your thumb under your shoulder when the bar is placed into your hand. I personally prefer a front rack position. The only way to get better at a front rack position mobility is to do the front rack position for a period of time and you will get better at it. So I'll give you a couple reps here. Remember, quality over quantity. We're not focused on extreme range of motion. We're focused on the best technique that you can have right now, and that's going to improve as you do these over a period of time.